Hello and welcome to Qualifying Your Renter. This is brought to you by APM, American Property Management. Lesson plan number 2, tips for the do-it-yourselfer. We'll be discussing today the ability of the prospect that says, hey, I want to rent your house. Here's a quick breakdown of what to do, what to include, and just as importantly, what not to do. Scope out the prospects when you show the property. Look to see what kind of car or vehicle they drive up in. If it's a truck, see if it has lettering, that could be a problem for you. Does it leak oil? Is it newer? How are they dressed? Do they smoke? Do they speak well? Do they seem intelligent? Do they watch their kids if they brought kids along? Do they seem nervous? Do they look like the kind of people you want to rent to? Or are you just being a little bit pushy here because you want them out of desperation? Be careful not to do that. The basic mechanics of the rental process is basically to fill out a rental application form, a credit app. Get a good one online or from a realtor friend, one that provides for social security numbers, driver's license numbers, vehicle tags, and makes and models of the cars and vehicles, notes for pets, and how many people will occupy the property. That's important. Get the previous landlords, employment, contact phone numbers, and a complete list of income and debts. Now quickly see if the income against the debts is sufficient to afford the rental price. Figure 1/3 for the rent is the maximum, and then they add the other expenses, the utilities and debts of their monthly debts and food, gasoline, medical, health, clothing, what have you, to it, and that'll be their budget. You'd be surprised how many people come out and they don't have the money yet. They're reaching a little bit. It's coming in from a wedding or Uncle John or a lawsuit, so be careful. Discuss and negotiate up front before running this credit check. Make sure you know what the rent's going to be, the length of the lease, the terms, all the specifics. Have a definite deal in place. Now you can run the credit report. Collect at least $50 to run a credit report, or you can tell the prospective tenant about freecreditreport.com and they can show it to you after they've run it. That would be free for them, but advise them that they have to cancel after running it because freecreditreport.com will start charging them $12 a month for credit monitoring. The application must be signed by the prospect, allowing you to see the credit report. Running the credit report yourself can be difficult. If you have a friend in the business or a mortgage lender friend, they can run it for you and give it to you as long as you have the authorization. These are federal laws, so be careful. Everything is written down very carefully by the Fed as far as credit and privacy laws. You can search on Google and find other sources to run these services for you. They'll give you a general score of satisfactory or unsatisfactory. They don't give you an actual FICO score. Next, you need the approval of the prospect to run a background check. Running a background check is kind of important these days. If the property's in an HOA or a condo association, they may run it for you because they usually have this as a requirement to allow a rental. If not, collect at least $75 on your own so you can pay for it and run the background check. Order it online and make sure you get a copy of driver's licenses and take a look at those driver's licenses. Make sure the pictures match who you're doing. Okay, after all that's done, now you can trust the prospects. You can see and know who they are. You can't be too safe these days. Not everyone's like you, and definitely, with that said, don't try to be friends with these people. They're renters. This is a business proposition. This is where most landlords get in trouble. Okay, congratulations, you're done. Now let's review what we did here. You sized up the prospects, you listened to them, you had them fill out a rental application, you quickly looked to see that they could afford the property, you ran a FICO credit report, and you performed a background check. Look forward to our next lesson, writing a lease. And once again, we're American Property Management, 877-415-1617. Feel free to contact us.